Well, from Fin Green Literary Stuff, let's go to the other Fin, which is a real school this time. This is St. Finbarrs College. And what is happening is that they're having a memorial lecture in honor of their founder, the very Reverend Father D.J. Slattery. I'm sure most Catholics have heard about him, because that was a very famous name when I was in Holy Child College, which is also a Catholic school. Father Slattery was a name that was known in those circles. So it is reputed that St. Finbarrs College was the first secondary school in Nigeria to offer technical education curriculum. The school is also famous for its proud sporting legacy that produced a galaxy of sporting heroes, the likes of Stephen Keshi, Henry Nwosu, and Samson Siasia. Wow. Those are very famous names in football. And these people over the decades have made Nigeria proud in football, of course. Indeed, Reverend Father Slattery was the pioneer chairman of the Nigerian Football Association. Oh, well, that explains it then, doesn't it? He was also regarded as one of the frontline nationalists who vigorously advocated for the independence of Nigeria from British colonial rule. Well, to tell us all about this event, we have the president of St. Finbarrs College Old Boys Association, my own brother, Patrick Doyle.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. And we also have the chairman of the PTA, Mr. Dominic Malagu. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning, viewers.
Himself an old boy.
Himself an old boy, of course.
He has to be.
He's wearing the blazer.
Has to
be. He couldn't borrow it just to come on show. So, this big event coming up, what are we expecting?
Well, as you, in your introduction of Father Slattery, you spoke about the fact that he was a nationalist. And indeed he was, because on more than one occasion while he was advocating for Nigeria's independence as a very dear friend of Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe and all the other nationalists, he was detained. And attempts were made to deport him even back then. So his credentials as a Nigerian and a Nigerian nationalist are intimidating, to say the least. And we just feel that when we in our national anthem, we talk about the labors of our heroes past. We would like to let it be known that when we are listing our heroes past as Nigerians, Reverend Father Dennis Joseph Slattery should be counted amongst those heroes past in Nigeria. And we think his legacy in Nigeria, his footprints in politics, his footprints in education and in sports stand him out as a special type of past hero of Nigeria.
It's interesting that a white man would be advocating for the independence of a black nation.
That's very easy. He was an Irishman, and the Irish people fought a bitter war of independence with the British, and he came to a British colony, so he carried his animus of Irish independence.
So when you say he's a Nigerian, I would be very much interested in his state of origin. But let me talk to you, Mr. Malagu.
Lagos State.
If you must know, you know what the Yoruba word for Tedo, the first place he settled, Ilawe Ekiti.
So he's from the.
That was his first port of call in Nigeria.
But his plane didn't land.
He came in 1941.
On the boat.
He went straight to Ilawe Ekiti to start his missionary work.
That is his
state of origin, Ekiti.
Governor. Well.
That governor.
Good. Now, well, Mr. Malagu. Yes. Patrick Doyle. Sorry, I can call him Patrick Doyle because he's a broadcaster. And if I don't call him by his name, he'll go and report me. He spoke about the trajectory of Father Slattery. Well, you tell us the answer to the question she asked about what are we expecting with this lecture?
Well, once again, I say good morning, viewers. It's going to be a blockbuster event.
I thought that was only used for movies.
Packed full.
The president is a movie maker.
It's an event geared towards trying to raise funds via an endowment. And as a part of the fallout of this endowment scheme, we're looking at completing our ongoing hostel building. It's a 500-bed hostel facility.
Wow.
Of course, state-of-the-art facilities for students. That is meant to complement our high flyers and achievers, because we refer to our students as high flyers, because they fly our flag above the full mast. So we are so proud of their achievements. So we want to do things to also complement their efforts to make them comfortable. And as well, of course, you did mention our prowess in sports. Maybe one other thing you didn't mention was the fact that we do not just have old boys that has given so much in the area of football. We also had people in athletics, Prince Henry Amike, the Olympic hurdler. And we were also blessed to have even sports administrators. We can readily, mention the two-bomb himself, Paul Bassi, DC, who is a CAF recognized and FIFA recognized, sports administrator. We are looking in the area of sports to rehabilitating our football pitch, because that is part of the strength of what we offer in Finbarrs College. We've tried to balance both academics and sports, and I think we've done that so well in recent times. Results are there, to speak for us. And of course, we also recognize the fact that we have indigents, amongst our students, those who for one reason or the other, are unable to sustain, their stay in the college. So part of this endowment will go towards, helping them to, sustain their stay in the college and, finish up on a high. Yes.
So, interestingly, while you're talking sports, you didn't even talk about Nollywood, and your president is a movie maker.
Well, let me add on to what he has spoken about. The lecture itself, the lecturer is an old boy of St. Finbarrs College, the very Reverend Father Anthony Akinwale, who was the pioneer vice-chancellor of the Dominican University in Ibadan. Incidentally, the Dominican University in Ibadan is the first Dominican university on the African continent, and it was birthed by a proud Finbarian. He is probably one of the foremost theologians of the Catholic Church globally. He's a member of there's this thing called the Magister Theologia. It's a big thing in the Catholic circles for intellectuals. It's the intellectual arm of and he's one of the very few people who is on the advisory board of that. So he will be delivering the lecture. And the lecture will be on contemporary Nigerian issues, juxtaposing the contemporary issues and, projecting into how they probably, how it will all turn out if the right steps are taken. So so that's the proud heritage of St. Finbarrs College. We have a rich inventory of alumni who have excelled in practically every field of human endeavor, and we're bringing all that to play at this lecture. And we have the Irish ambassador. As you well know, Father Slattery was Irish, and I'd like to say that the Irish legacy in Nigeria, the most tangible and the most significant legacy of the footprint of Irish missionaries in Nigeria would be St. Finbarrs College, Akoka, because of our prominence and the rich legacy that that institution has bequeathed to Nigeria in terms of manpower development. We talked about the fact that we were the first secondary school to incorporate a technical curriculum, and that has a lot of our high-flying engineers in Nigeria took their seminal knowledge of engineering from St. Finbarrs College. And for that, we're very proud. So we go beyond sports. We go well beyond sports. And even in financing.
I was protesting on your behalf.
Yes,
but what's the likely title of this lecture? Any ideas yet?
It's contemporary Nigerian issues and how they affect.
I think the theme is retrieving and protecting our common humanity.
Humanity?
Yes, retrieving and protecting our common humanity.
Ooh.
Any reason particularly for
Which
that?
we seem to be losing gradually. Very apt.
Even if you go by the last 2 weeks of Nigerian contemporary history, you will see that our humanity is fast ebbing, and we need to retrieve it. And so that's what this is. And as I said, Reverend Father Professor Anthony Akinwale is a philosopher, and his views are to be reckoned with.
Is he an old boy?
He is an old boy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
1979 sets.
Whoa. That's the year I entered secondary school, Form 1. Anyway, come to you.
Professor Father.
So, give us the details. Venue, date, time.
Yes. Of course, the event itself is on Monday. And the venue is the Grand Ball.
Monday, the 25th of September.
Monday, 25th September, yes.
Monday, 2nd October.
Monday, 25th September.
Just to be clear.
2023.
Okay.
And the venue is the Grand Ballroom, Eco Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time is 4 p.m. Prompt.
One of the issues that usually come to me when such grand events hold is how it is designed to bring on the youths that are the subject of the title of the lecture. Like, how does it encourage young people to be there, and what are they going to benefit from that thing that is cross-generational, the lecture that is cross-generational?
Well, there's a whole lot of benefits, and that's talking about the youths in particular. The professor brings to bear, his rich repertoire, of knowledge, going by the historical perspective of who he is. He's dealt with students and young people, various cadre, having been the vice chancellor in a university, and currently he even serves as the deputy vice chancellor at Augustine University, Epe. So he's still in tune, with youthful
We have
population.
our students students of St. Finbarrs College will be there, but more than that, it's going to be live streamed on YouTube, Instagram, and all the social media platforms. And this has been, we've been advertising this on the social media platforms for the live streaming. So it will be live streamed, and we do hope that we have our alumni. So there are at least 10,000 members of the St. Finbarrs College Old Boys Association, and we have recruited all of them to be in the chorus party of sending out the word so that, and their children too.
So you are the president of a country of 10,000.
At least.
Okay. Now,
Head of state.
so just to be clear, is there any registration necessary?
No, it's actually it's a bit, if you on the surface, it's a bit elitist. It's going to be at the Grand Ballroom of the Eco Hotel. We're expecting 300 guests, invited guests, because invited guests.
Okay.
But we are live streaming it so that it will. But the guests that we're inviting, we have snuck in a fundraiser into this event. That was it was done for the purpose of because we're going to be bringing in distinguished personalities, and some of our old boys who have distinguished themselves locally and internationally have also been invited to, participate in we want to have an endowment fund for the school. Most schools, and we consider ourselves a legacy school in Nigeria, schools that were in existence pre-independence, regarded as legacy schools, and we are probably the youngest of the legacy schools because we were established in 1956.
Yeah.
But we have consistently punched above our weight, and we hold our own against even the schools that have been here for centuries.
You are in Lagos.
1909.
You are in Lagos. You will hold what is it?
We punch above our weight.
You punch above your weight. You are in Lagos. Lagos is the smallest sized state in the country, and it punches above
But as I said, we're very proud of our.
Okay, the reason I asked that question is because, just as you said, you have a country of 10,000 people or more and a good number of friends over the years. So how do we identify or discover this YouTube link? How will it be published for people to know so that they can join? Any ideas?
I apologize that I have not armed myself with that particular one because we've been disseminating it on social media. I take responsibility for not
having it here.
Having it right here, right now.
Right. So I am assuming that in the same publicity, whatever it's going to be published within the next 24 hours.
Certainly.
24 48 hours. Certainly. So that people can know about those things ahead. You want to ask a question?
No. So St. Finbarrs College Memorial Lecture will be coming up on Monday.
Father Slattery Memorial Lecture.
Oh.
Powered by St. Finbarrs Colleges. Old boys.
Okay, so we should start afresh.
Oh, okay. The Very Reverend Father DJ Slattery Memorial Lecture.
Yes.
Powered by St. Finbarrs College.
Old Boys
Association.
Yes.
Will hold on Monday, the 25th of September.
At 4 p.m.
2023. In the Grand Ballroom of Eco Hotel and Suites at 4 p.m. prompt.
And I see that it's going to be a dinner.
This event will be streamed on all social media platforms.
And it is exclusively
attendance is only by invitation.
So
are we being politically correct?
You have been correct to a T.
Thank you.
And this broadcast is for your information.
Only.
So, will the dinner also be live streamed?
It is rude to show people while they are eating. So you shall be distracted with some other form of visual entertainment.
Okay. All right. Okay, so all we can do is to wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Thank
St. Finbarrs College, old boys, as well as current students, because this is a thing of pride, and like he said, St. Finbarrs is a legacy college, and it's a very proud one at that. And I am also a proud sister of the president of the Old Boys Association.
Good to know.
So we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
On Monday, and we hope that all goes down well, including the food.
By His grace.
I am assuming that this event is only for St. Finbarrs. And
I am extending,
not for family members.
I'm extending a presidential invitation to your good self and my darling sister.
Yes.
Please, be with us.
Just saying.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick Doyle, President, St. Finbarrs College Old Boys Association, and Mr. Dominic Malagu, St. Finbarrs College Chairman of PTA.
Thank you.
Which is the Parents Teachers Association. Thank you very much for coming to tell us all about this event.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sunrise will return in just a moment with another interesting conversation. I think we're talking about the junior achievement when we come back.
Still with children and schools. We'll be back.